What is up, guys? Your homeboy Daniel from Tiny Studio Production, and today we have the honor to interview Mr. J Soul, amazing singer, choreography. Um, and as my co-host, we got the beautiful makeup Lily Lou. Make sure to follow their pages.
Hi. Who or what inspired you to do music?
Okay, so my inspirations to do music is like the original like queens of pop, like Britney Spears, Madonna, Mariah Carey, Beyonce, all those amazing, female artists. It's Selena Quintanilla too, because I was a kid and I remember watching the movie, and you know how they had the clip of Selena with the microphone.
Yeah.
I just remember as a kid seeing that, and I was like, I just want to do that so bad. Like there was just something inside of me when I saw that. I was like, that's what I want to do.
Have you tried singing one of her Spanish songs?
I have. I don't do Spanish correctly. I'll try. It'll probably sound fun. I love Selena's music. Even if I don't understand it, it's still so beautiful.
What other hobbies or activities do you have besides music?
I really, really like the game. I'm like a big Nintendo fan, so I like Super Mario Bros, Donkey Kong, The Legend of Zelda, and all that. And my other second favorite thing to do is to sleep. I love sleeping. If I could sleep all day, I would.
Damn, bro. I love gaming too, bro. If it was up to me, I'd be gaming all the time. But you know how it is when you get on a game, you get hooked and you just drop all your other activities,
Can't do anything else.
Bro, so what is your favorite subject to songwrite to?
I guess I like to write about hoe shit. If you listen to any of my like dance stuff, it's always about being a hoe. I don't have experience in that, but I definitely feel like writing about love and about like finding myself as a person as well. But majority of the time I'm writing about hoe shit because I like to dance, so that's what pops off when I'm dancing.
Love it.
Yeah, bro.
Love it.
I love that. All right, bro. So, what is your favorite instrument in a song?
I like the bass and the kicks just because when you're dancing and you're creating like the routine for the song, the bass and the kicks really, like when they're fat and they're heavy, it kind of like fills your body. Like it makes you more passionate about the dance moves and makes you want to hit them harder. So that's my favorite part. Like anytime I'm in the studio with G, I'm always like, add that bass, make them kicks pop off.
Yeah.
What I mean.
Getty says, make that bass so I can feel like a hoe.
Yes, exactly.
Shout out to G Rimo, bro. He's a beast, man.
Oh,
real good.
I couldn't be doing any of this without him.
So how do you mentally prepare yourself before an event?
I guess it depends the type of event. If I'm performing at like a club, I'll take a couple of shots and kind of just like dance to get like, cause I'll get like butterflies. So when you move around a little bit and shake it off, you feel better. If it's like a more like professional event, like I performed at the Fiesta de Palmas and the RGV Pride, and they have like more of like an amphitheater, you know what I mean? So it's a little bit more, less like club type. So there's not alcohol and stuff. So I'll just like tell myself, I'm like, I got this. Jump around a little bit, maybe do a couple of jumping jacks just to shake off the butterflies. And I'm up there, I don't know, something just pops off in me where I just feel like I want to be that bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I get you. Like when it comes like to loosen up all that nervous and todo eso, like I need the alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you inspire yourself from your situation or other situations?
I guess I would say I get inspiration from both. I haven't had like the most easy life, so when I'm writing about more sad topics or more personal things, I definitely look into my own self and my own past, and I'm able to write about those things. But when it comes to stuff that I haven't experienced, like I've like with my boyfriend, he's my first boyfriend, and I've been with him for 9 years almost. So I haven't had a breakup. So when I'm writing about breakup songs or
You're
stuff
like hurt me.
I try to get inspiration from friends or family, because I haven't experienced it personally, or like, you know what I mean? Like you have to take it from a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
That's cool, bro. That you say that, like how because I relate to that. When I was like back then, I was with this person for like 9 years, and I couldn't relate to pain, so I would always either put my point of view in like a friend that I know, a relative, or I would watch a movie and like, you know what I mean, like I would pick up the songwriting from like a character, you know, or
Sometimes you have to, because like you said, when you have that personal experience, you have to pick it up from elsewhere.
Bro, so who has been your favorite collab so far?
So I have two favorites. My two favorite collabs. My first one I would have to say is Genesis Airy. It's because when I collabed with her, I was still new to music, right? I had just barely met G Vito. I had barely met a videographer. It wasn't Baldemar, it was another videographer, and it was my first music video, so I didn't have any experience at all with any of it. So when I first got into it, I was so nervous. I was sweating a lot. I was scared. I didn't want to look dumb, you know. And Genesis, she has like sass on stage in her videos, but in person she is so genuinely sweet and kind and like very, very like comforting. So when I was nervous, she was there with me telling me, you know, it's gonna be good, we got this, you know. It was just really nice to have her guidance during that, because she had already done some of the things that I wanted to be doing. And so that one I would say is my number one, because I was just so grateful to work with somebody who was so humble and didn't have like, because you know, sometimes you can meet artists that are just a little bit they're a little bit rude or something, or maybe they think they're above, so they have that attitude. She didn't have that at all, and you would think that she might, because she's so sassy on stage and her videos, but it was the complete opposite. So I really just appreciated her for everything she did for me during that time. And then my second favorite collab is with Chris Abrian. He is so, oh my gosh, when I first met him in the studio, from the first time, he was already cracking me up. I was like laughing at everything that he has this personality that's just so, it's infectious, right? His laughter, his joking, everything, like it just makes you feel comfortable. And so when we recorded the song, it was just very, very easy for me to work with him. And then when we did the video, I wanted to do the same thing for him that Genesis did for me, because I know that it was his first video. So I was there hyping him up, showing it's gonna be, you know, and we killed it. I mean, it was just a huge, great success in my opinion, because our video together, we have more views than any of my other videos, and I have more people that listen to Stuck With You, our song together, and actually know the lyrics, the melodies. Like when we go perform, there'll be people singing along to it. And so when that happens, I'm just like, that's how you know we did it right. You know what I mean?
I imagine the feeling that you guys get.
It's amazing.
Yeah, bro. When I met Chris Abrian, it was through Amari. Amari was like trying to get him out there, just how you got him out there in choreography, you know. And that's badass that you did that, you know. Amari kind of pushed him to as far as like, hey, come record, come, you know, like collab with people, because she would always see him in like karaoke stuff. But when I heard him, I was like, holy shit, like is this guy even real? Like, you know.
Yeah.
And then like he's a type that like you go see someone, you see him perform, and like you just hear the crowd, they feel it. Like when he does his runs, people are like, fuck, you know what I mean?
His voice is amazing. The way he sings is the way most of us wish we could sing. You know what I mean?
But you're up there too, bro. Like,
oh, thank you.
And as far as Genesis, bro, like she gives me like an Aaliyah, Jen Aiko vibe, you know. She's awesome too. Like,
yeah,
both of you all tore it up on the performance we did a while back at the eatery, you know. And I'm grateful that y'all came through. How do you take your coffee?
Oh man, diabetic friendly. No, I'm just kidding. I like it sweet. I like it with extra sugar, extra cream, extra flavor, whipped cream, drizzle. Because honestly, I'm not really like a big fan of coffee itself, but I do need it sometimes because, you know, you get tired and whatnot. And so when I do drink it, I have to have it sweet. I can't handle bitter stuff. I just can't.
Do you make the coffee yourself, or do you go buy it at Starbucks like any other?
Oh, Starbucks.
Really?
I know how to coffee. I used to work at Starbucks. I was actually a manager there for a long time. So I know how to make coffee, but I don't got the stuff here at home, and also I'm too lazy, and all the processes of like trying to add the flavors and
Yeah.
trying to. I'd rather just somebody else do it for me.
Okay, so growing up, did you take any dance lessons?
To be honest, I'm gonna be real with you. The only dance lessons I took was my high school senior year. I joined a dance class. All the reason that I learned that I knew how to dance and I got inspiration was watching like Selena, Britney Spears, Beyonce, Destiny's Child, all that. Like I would just watch the videos and do the routines. Like I would follow them until I got it right. And then I started realizing that I had like a talent for dancing. So when I incorporated it into my music, I love to work with choreographers and stuff like that. They can teach me the moves. I'm not the best choreographer myself. Like I can't make all the moves up myself, but I'm definitely like a great learner.
Yeah, and that's what I was telling Daniel about it. That I was watching your music video, and I'm like, I love how he dances. Like you dance with attitude, like for real. Like, and I was like, he needs to teach me how to dance like that. For real.
I'll teach my moves at you.
Okay, so what does your current music playlist look like?
Oh, bipolar. It looks bipolar. I have a mix of these 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, the new stuff, rock, pop, hip hop. I'm not like a music snob, so I like all types of music. I like rap, hip hop, rock, soft rock, alternative. My favorite though is pop and R&B, of course. But I don't know. I just grew up with my mom was always like, she was one of those people that she would burn a million CDs with all her favorite songs. And so when I grew up, when you know how when they burn their CDs, it's always like a different. There's not one genre.
Same.
So I got the inspiration from my mom. But I just love music in general. If someone's talented, that's all that matters. If it's good, it sounds good, I'm gonna like it.
Bro, are you curious to like try other genres? Like, because I know right now you're more into like the R&B and the pop. But has it ever crossed your mind that maybe doing some rock or you know what I mean, other genres, EDM or?
Oh yeah, I've been wanting to actually try to like switch into an alternative rock, like maybe like early Maroon 5 or like My Chemical Romance and stuff like that. The problem is writing songs like that. Because for me, when you're writing R&B and pop, I think it's a little easier because you can write about love and sex and things like that, and it can sound real good by the way that you say it. I think that when it comes to a lot of other genres like rock or hip hop and stuff like that, or alternative, they're very poetic. Their lyrics are very, very poetic, and they're saying things without actually saying it. You know what I mean? Because with pop and R&B, you can be more literal with the words. You can say, "I love you," "I want you," "I want your body." With other genres, they say it without being so direct, and I struggle with that. So I think I do want to take like some poetry classes or something, so I can learn how to be a little more poetic with my writing. That way I can actually try to dabble in a little bit more genres.
Yeah, I get you. What is your favorite experience so far in music or choreography?
My favorite experience in music, honestly, I love being in the studio. Creating music is actually one of my favorite things, just because I get to try different things in the studio because when you're live, you have to sing it the way it is. When you're in the studio, you can try a million different things until you find just the way that you want it. And then with choreography, I love the connection that you make with your dancers. Because a lot of people don't realize that when you're working with these people, you're gonna see them 3 times a week, 2 hours each time. You eventually develop relationships with them, like friendships or companionships, and you find out how awesome their personalities are, and you end up it's like a bond that you get with these dancers that it's just awesome. I just can't explain it. I love when we're in the dance studio coming up with the choreography and tightening our stuff up. We're joking and laughing and just having it's just so fun. So that's my favorite experience with choreography, is when we're just joking around having fun.
That's that's cool, bro. Like I get you when you say connection, because I feel like anytime we collab with somebody, there's a connection there. You know what I mean? Rather it's music videos, photography, like, and you eventually build that friendship. Would
Yeah.
you say you have a stronger connection with like choreographers or people that you create music with?
I would have to say both. I would say both because I think it's
Yeah.
important with both, because when you're working with choreographers and dancers, it's important to be able to have that connection with them, because you're going to be working with them a lot and you're going to see them a lot and you have to work with them, so it needs to work. And when you're doing with music, it's important to have that connection, because when you're creating, you want to be able to trust your engineer and your producer to kind of understand what you're trying to do and help you move in that direction and shape the sound that way. So when I work with G, he knows me so well. Like he knows exactly what I'm trying to go for before I even start doing it. I remember with my last song that I just worked with him, he was like, I already know you're gonna come up with a high part right here. Yeah, and I was like, you're right. He knew. And so of course, because I mean, those connections help you make your art a little bit more authentic, I would say, like more authentic to yourself.
Do you have
I
your
think
own dance studio? Cálmate, Daniel.
I'm sorry. We're all like fans over here. That's right. I met him first, Maite. Not joking.
So now it's my turn. Jeez. So yeah, do you have your own dance studio?
No, I don't. That would be a dream come true. I wouldn't lie. But usually I'll go to Movement Dance Center. It's in Mission. They know me because I've been working with them since like 2020. So I'll just rent out one of the dance studios for a couple of hours at a time, and then we'll go there, and they're so nice. They give us water. They make it very welcoming. They turn the AC real cold because they know that I like it.
Yeah. So you mentioned Mission. So you're from this area over here.
Well, I'm actually from McAllen. I live in McAllen, and I've been here for the majority of my life. But I don't mind driving to Mission. I mean, they have a good dance studio there. So, and I'm all about vibes. I've checked out other dance studios, and I don't want to say anything bad about them. They're all awesome. But I think Movement has the most comforting vibes. I feel like I can just get down in my socks and look all tirada, look all met, and ain't nobody judging me or anything. So I love that about them.
That's cool. Where exactly is this?
Oh man, it's I want to say off Parkway, Griffin Parkway.
Oh, okay. 495.
I would have to double check. Sherry,
Sure.
I don't know.
You're gonna go dance or Maite?
Yo, I'm down for that shit.
Huh?
Bueno, yes, yo quiero aprender. What artists in the RGB do you listen to?
I listen to a few. I listen to Chris Abrian, Genesis Airy, Alexa, and Arnold the Painter. Those are my 4 main ones that I listen to from the Valley. I'm sure I have like a couple of songs from other artists, but I definitely listen to those 4 the most.
Arnold the Painter, bro, he's a beast. Like I'm surprised Jirimo hasn't collabed y'all.
I'm waiting. I think we can make something crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question is gonna be all random. Do you celebrate Halloween? And if so, who are you dressing as this year?
I do celebrate Halloween, my favorite time of the year, because I'm diabetic. So there's a reason, right? I love sweets, I love chocolate, candy, all that good stuff. The parties, the alcohol, dressing up, fun, all that. It's just so fun. This year, I don't know yet. I was actually contemplating dressing as Britney Spears with the pigtails and the skirt, just for fun. What I mean, but I don't know yet. I don't know if it'll fit me yet. So I gotta find one that'll fit.
That would be awesome.
That's cool.
You should go live or show us something,
If I do dress as Britney, man, I'll go live and I'll do some of her routines. No cap.
Yes. Oh yes. You should. Do I have you on social media?
I'm not too sure. If you should follow me, I'll follow you.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna have that.
Yeah, afterwards y'all could swap, socials, bro. So, what is the biggest challenge you've encountered in your arts?
Ooh, okay. Two things I would say. Uh, Songwriting for sure. I've had a lot of writer's block, especially recently, which I think is just because I need to get out of the house. I need to get out of town for a little bit and get some inspiration. I think that's important because when you're doing the same thing every single day for a long period of time, it's real easy to lose your inspiration for certain things. And I think that songwriting for sure, I have writer's block. So that's one of them. Another thing is my voice. I was a smoker for 10 years and it was really starting to affect my range. I was still able to hit the notes, but like I said, it didn't feel right. You know what I mean? It felt like I was pushing harder, or it felt like I was struggling a little bit more to really easy for me. So I chose to quit smoking for that reason. But I'm still in the process of healing, so I know it's gonna take a few months before my voice fully recovers.
I think when it comes to writer's block, bro, one thing that I would recommend to you is, you know how on Pandora, if you put like your favorite artist's radio station, it'll start playing similar artists. You could
Yeah,
probably get some inspiration from some of those new artists that you haven't heard. You know what I mean? Or sometimes just get on YouTube and when you're searching for a song, it'll suggest some new ones. Check them out. Like there's certain channels on YouTube too that you could like subscribe to, and they're always uploading like new songs. So that's my because I've when I get it songwriter's block, that's what works for me.
no,
But
that makes sense.
that's my-
You got to listen to something new to write something new, right? You can't listen to the same old every day. I'm tired of my playlist, to be honest.
So I know earlier you said that you don't do your own makeup, but maybe you don't a little bit. What makeup brands do you buy or you use?
I like to use high-end products. I'm a bougie bitch. That's what it is. Like if it's like there's a few things that I use that are like on the cheaper side, but I prefer to buy like more just because also I have sensitive skin as well. So I don't use things that are gonna help like make me break out or make me feel like because I know that there's some brands out there that I have put on before where I just feel like I want to scratch my face off because it just irritates me. I think my favorite brands are like Jeffree Star, Fenty. I also like I'm using this new foundation. It's called Mirabella. I've never used it before, but I think it's pretty good with my skin. I don't know. I don't need full coverage. It's like a medium coverage, so I think it's pretty good. But and I like Morphe for the eyeshadows. Their palettes are super, super pigmented. They have a lot of
Yeah.
and I hate having to go a million times with the color and it's just not to wet it, what I mean. So but I'm still learning. I don't know a lot about makeup. I'm still learning how to do some makeup. So I do prefer to work with artists that are professional, especially when it comes to like music videos, events, or like interviews and stuff like that. Just because I don't want to look a mess. You know what I mean?
I get you. So I've been hearing like good reviews about Fenty. What do you think? Or what products that they have?
Okay, so I think that the foundation, it's really, really full coverage. I mean, one little tiny layer and you're covering up your skin. A lot of people don't like it because in person you can tell that it looks real cute sometimes.
Mm.
But I think that when it comes to music videos or like events, you're at a distance with events, or like in a video, the camera's not going to pick up every little detail. So it makes it look more covered up. You don't look like you look more professional. So I prefer using the foundation like that for videos and events like that. Her highlight, oh my God, it's amazing. One little stroke and I'm looking like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I
Una perra empoderada. So what is your favorite local restaurant?
I don't know if you've ever been to Universal Market on Dove in McAllen. It's an Indian restaurant. Recently, I've been vegetarian, trying to change my lifestyle a little bit, and they have a lot of vegetarian options, and I love the food. The flavor's great. I don't know if you've ever had naan. It's like a type of bread. Oh my God, I love bread. Let me just put it there. I love bread, and their bread is so good. Like I can eat it with anything. It's almost like a mix between bread and pizzas. So it's like the best of both worlds, I would say. But that's my.
They just have like it's only for the vegetarians or como?
No, they have meat too. They have meat too, like that. But they have a lot of options for vegetarian stuff. And I like Indian food, so I love going there.
Oh well, now we know where to go, Daniel.
Mm.
You said that you wanted to try out restaurants, new foods, and all of that.
I'm down.
Shit.
So,
man,
a little story I want to share, brother. Yeah, we'll let you know ahead of time. So, a little story, bro. I was living in Carlsbad, New Mexico, and there's some people from India, and they wanted me to fix their laptop, and they're like, "How much do we owe you?" And I'm like, "Just cook me some Indian food, because I wanted to try it." So I see that they're big on like hot teas. So they had given me like a hot black tea, and then they gave me this thing. It was the best way I could describe it is kind of like a burrito, but instead of beans, it's potato in it, and they put a shitload of like seasonings. So it's a little bit like spicy, but that shit is fucking good, man.
Was it a
What's
samosa?
It called?
A samosa?
Samosa.
Dude, those
so,
go
bro.
off. They're good as fuck.
Fucking good, bro. It's like a chimichanga or something,
Yeah, dude, that's my favorite shit.
Yeah, we gotta try food, bro. The three of us, like, we'll go somewhere and we'll try some stuff out. So speaking about, or you know what? I was gonna ask you this one later, but I'm gonna ask it through right now. What's your favorite wine, liquor, and beer?
Okay, I don't like beer at all. I don't know. I think beer just tastes like shit, in my opinion. Every time I've tried, and I've always been told you just haven't found the right beer. I don't think so. I've tried a lot of beers. I've tried the expensive ones too. I just don't like the way they taste. I like, fruity drinks. So I don't care about the type of alcohol. I just like it to taste fruity and sweet. I like Cape Cods. You know what I mean? Jungle juice, stuff like that. I like to drink whiskey with maybe some soda. I love margaritas on the rocks or frozen. Either one, I can drink a million of those. And I wouldn't even know I was getting fucked up till it's too late, because that's how good they are. But I just like the taste. I don't like the taste of alcohol itself, but I like to get drunk. So
yeah. If you could collab with someone famous, who would it be?
My first pick is Britney Spears. I know that she's like basically retired, but I don't know. When I was growing up watching her, she was like the type of performances that she would put on, or the type of performances that I imagine myself one day like putting on too. It's kind of like a mix between Broadway and pop, because she would have like all these props. The dancers would be wearing, extravagant costumes to kind of tell a story. She would use live animals, which I know some people don't agree with that, but I'm not gonna hurt the animal. I'll be very gentle. But I like that because I feel like all those elements add to your performance to make it more exciting, more intriguing, and people want to watch it more. So definitely, if I could ever collab with somebody, it will be Britney Spears or Beyonce. One of the two, because they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
What's your favorite Britney Spears song, bro?
Ooh, my favorite one. My favorite one. Let me think. Oh my god. I would say "Breathe
on the spot."
It's called Breathe on Me. It's from her 4th album. It's just so sensual. It's like a gay club vibe. It has like that beat that's like boom, 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 and her vocals are just very breathy, very sexy, very sensual. And I fuck with that because in my mind I could just imagine the type of routines and dance moves that she could be doing, or that I could be doing to it, or you know what I mean. And one day I'll probably want to make a song like that. I gotta practice my sexy vocals a little more, right? She's a pro at that, but Breathe on Me for sure. That's my favorite one. Or Give Me More. Those are my two
Give Me
favorite.
More is fucking badass.
Yeah.
That one.
What has been your favorite location performing, bro?
My favorite location so far, I would have to say, is either the Fiesta de Palmas there at the McAllen Convention Center. Just because that was the first time that I had ever been on a stage like that. That stage was very, very professional. They had like a big old screen behind me and Genesis, and you can see them recording us on the screen. So it looked very like a concert type of thing. So I loved that one. My second favorite one was the RGV Pride event, just because I had never been to a Pride event in my life. It was my first time going to one, and just to be surrounded by
That's the
people
one at
like
the beach, right?
yeah, at the island. It was on the Cameron County Amphitheater, and it was just nice to be surrounded by people that are like me, because I felt like I could be more myself. There was a time when I struggled on stage being myself because I was afraid of being too flamboyant. I didn't want to be, making anybody uncomfortable. And over the years, I've developed, that I don't give a fuck attitude. This is who I am as an artist, and if you don't like me, then too bad, right? Or if you like me, great. And when I was there, it just felt really nice to be able to just be 100% like, I have sass, like, you know what I mean? I shake my butt, I fucking snap my finger, like I have sass. And so when I was giving my little sass, I would get cheers from the audience, and it was just super awesome. So definitely I want to do more Pride events as well.
You need to invite me.
Yes, next time you're definitely coming.
See. Okay,
Anyone
so
locally that you would want to collab with? Sorry,
I'm like,
don't kill me.
Locally, yes,
Okay.
if I could collab with Arnold the Painter, that would be pretty awesome. I think he's very creative with his music. I think he makes really good lyrics, and the beats that he works on are so amazing. Another artist would definitely be Alexa. Alexa, she is more on the Spanish side. I definitely want to dabble a little bit with that too, but she's definitely a great performer. She puts her all into it, her choreography, her facial expressions. She really does put her all into it. So I definitely appreciate that as an artist. So I would want to work with her too, because I know she would take it as seriously as I would. You know what I mean?
Okay, Maite, the floor is yours.
well, I'm on my last question. So, anything you'd like to share with your fans and or us?
I just want to say that I'm grateful for everybody that supports me. I know that I'm still up and coming and everything, and I hope that I'm able to keep growing. And I'm just grateful. Every time I see somebody listening to my song, jamming to my video, or even when I'm performing and they're singing along, I can't explain the feeling of gratitude and appreciation that I have for it. Just because they don't have to like my music, they do. They don't, you know what I mean? So I'm just so grateful for it. If there was any way that I could give back, just let me know. Maybe y'all want to hear me sing a certain song. Maybe you want to see me with a certain routine. Let me know, because I definitely want to connect more with my fans and see exactly like what they want from me as an artist, so I can give that to them. And I also want to thank you guys for allowing me to do this podcast. I mean, it's so awesome that y'all take interest in me as an artist. You know what I mean? I'm just so grateful for that too.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's an honor, bro. I mean, I've been wanting to interview for quite some time, and I've been kind of slow on the podcast, but I want to get back into it more, and hopefully with my day co-hosting too, and
Yeah.
like putting in time in this, it's gonna be fun. We are gonna switch it up too, like I said, bro. Like we're gonna create a lot of content. So whenever you got time, like hit us up. If you're bored, if you're born on a weekend, you're not doing anything, like let us know. Maybe we could plan stuff ahead of time. I know you're heavy on the music and choreography, but if you want to do like some food tasting, if you want to do some comedy stuff, if you want to just create something, that you're open to, like hit us up, and we could do something.
I'm down. I like to
I do want to do a photo shoot with you. I know you say you want to do some photos, so just let me know, and we'll plan that out as well, brother.
Bet. Yeah, no, I'm down. I want to do something really artistic. And the way that you do your photo shoots, like I like them. They're more dark. They're more edgy. Edgy is the word I would use. Yeah. For my new stuff, I want to be more edgy. So definitely, I want to do a photo shoot with you and get some sexy pictures if I can.
No, yeah, bro, yeah. I'm open to it, bro. Like I'm very like, I don't want to be like every other photographer down here, I'm not trying to like talk trash to anybody, but I just want to be me, Like I want to break the rules, and I just want to like because I've posted photos before and they criticize, some of my stuff. Like I should have done this, I should have done that. But I'm just gonna do me. I'm just gonna be me and just whoever's down to work with me. Like let's create content.
Hell yeah.
What are your goals for 2023?
For 2023, I'm gonna definitely be jumping back into music majorly. This whole year, I've been working on an album. I've been recording things slowly. I've been taking my time because definitely I want to improve my sound and kind of change a little bit, grow a little bit. So for 2023, I'm gonna be releasing more music videos, and definitely getting out there more as a performer as well.
Let us know your fans. Anyone you'd like to shout out?
Shout out to Jam Cutter Studios. Shout out to you guys for inviting me on here. Shout out to my friends and family and fans who support me in my music and hype me up and remind me, that it's okay to be human. And just shout out to my mom for bringing me on this earth and being here for me. And shout out to my sister Victoria. She's like literally one of my biggest fans. I swear to God, like she listens to all my music before it's released, and she tells me exactly which ones are her favorite and which ones she knows gonna pop off. And she shows my music. She lives in Florida, so when I went to Florida to visit, there were so many people that already heard of me, and I had never been there before. So I was just like, I know she's out here spreading the word.
That's so cool, bro.
That's cool. That's awesome. Do you want to let them know all your platforms? That way they can follow you?
Yes. Okay. So my Instagram is at JAYSO_UL. My Twitter handle is at JAYSOL, JAYSOL 0520. My TikTok is at JSoul Music. It's JAYSOLMVSIC. Oh, I only did that because JSoul Music was already taken by somebody. I'm gonna find out. Let me find out.
I'll report you.
And then on YouTube, you can just type up JSoul, JAYSOL, and you'll find my videos and stuff like that. And Spotify as well.
Any advice to anyone starting in music or dance choreography?
Don't let your self-doubt get in the way. When you're first starting, you don't really know everything yet, and you can be very nervous about it, which is normal. But just remind yourself that you love what you're doing, you're passionate about your music or dance, and that's the most important thing. Don't let your insecurities or stuff get in the way, because I know I have in the past, and I've lost out on opportunities that would have helped me a lot because I was feeling nervous or insecure some type of way. So my best advice is pushing, keep trying, and never give up on yourself, because we all start somewhere. It's okay to not be the best version of you when you first start, because once you keep pushing, you're going to grow and keep growing until you become that. So just never give up.
Well, I want to thank you, brother, for coming through on this. I think the most valuable thing in life is our time, and I really appreciate you, both of you, putting in time in this, and I'm looking forward to creating different types of content with you. And I'm very grateful that you've come through on the events, on the little get-togethers that we have. You've become more than just, like I'm a fan of yours, but I think we've become, good friends, and
Yeah.
eventually I feel like we could, have a stronger friendship and, brainstorm and bring stuff to life and just create memories, because one day we're going to be gone and we're going to leave all this beautiful art, and memories behind.
Yes, definitely. And I think of you the same way. Like, I definitely consider you a friend. I appreciate that you've reached out to me so many times and invited me and made me feel welcome, because you already know the whole scene over there. And I just appreciate you including me in a lot of those events too, because you never had to, you know what I mean? You didn't have to do that. And it was just so awesome to be so welcome somewhere where I didn't know anybody, you know what I mean? So definitely I hold you guys near and dear to my heart as well.
Appreciate it. And well, I'll be releasing this one pretty soon. I'm just gonna edit. But any final thoughts, guys?
Just that I'm thankful for everything, and I can't wait to keep working with you guys. And I know that this is not the last time we're gonna work together.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys, and music, peace, and love, homies.